Third and 7 for Alabama here, chat. FSU needs to stop here. Simpson flush out of the pocket. He's going to be tackled. Tried to reach for the first down. He's going to be short. Herring making the tackle on Simpson. Fourth down, Alabama. It's stopped by the Seminoles. Bama going for it on fourth down. Young straight ahead. I think with an extra effort, he's going to get the first down over midfield. Another first down for Alabama. Hill now and running back for Alabama. He's going to get a handful of yards there. 7 yards there for Hill, chat. Second and 3. Hill again. And he's going to be tackled for a loss behind the yard line of scrimmage there. McCray was there for the early stop on Florida State's defense. Another third down. Chad, I'll be right back. I just got to go let my girlfriend into my building. She's outside. I'll be right back. 3rd and 5 coming up here for Bama. Never mind. I think Alabama got that first down there. Kevin Riley running the ball for Alabama. He's going to get a big first down. That was weird. Big run there for Riley. Getting the first down for Alabama. They're knocking on the door of the red zone in Florida State territory. FSU's got to stop them here, chat. They'll give it to Riley again. He'll get about 3 yards on that carry there. The offensive line really helping push the running backs for Bama here. Second down. Simpson throwing in the end zone. He was looking for Bernard there, but there was 2 defenders in the backfield on him. 3rd and 6. That ball was almost kind of picked off in the end zone too. What are you going on about, Katie? Chat's going crazy.
Triple shoot happens next row.
Oh yeah, young Juvia, but that's gonna go well.
I'm like,
That's cool.
are you? You just had a triple shooting with.
Alabama calls a timeout as the time ticks down. Looks like they didn't know what they were going to run on offense, so we're going to take a quick timeout break here, chat. 7:51 remaining in the first. Florida State looking to take down Alabama on a big upset today. Simple, man. Did Roni fucking say anything about it? I have him on Instagram. I just haven't gone on his
Literally just 5 minutes.
Even that being downtown, that area's fucked.
It is.
Like around like the city hall, like not the main street, but it's kind of on like a back where like that area is always just like every time we walk by it, I always just like I don't feel uncomfortable. I'm just kind of like
the club that's there, Zen Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
They had a shooting last year.
What was and there used to be another club around there that got shut down like this year or last year. Because so much fuck shit was happening.
But there's a bar next.
Mm.
Owen's bars. Apparently that's where a lot of fuck. I'm just like.
Am I tripping? Is Zen Lounge the one that you go like downstairs?
Yeah, it's the.
Okay,
it's
okay.
That red building and you go downstairs.
Yeah, that area is fucking. Yeah, there used to be another club near there too that got shut down. I remember. Yeah.
And you wonder why that place. Why no one.
Yeah.
Because they've had shootings. Shoot.
That's fucking. Imagine your opening night and you get shot and die. You're like, oh, I guess that's it. Have to close forever now.
One died apparently.
Oh no, yeah, yeah.
It's still like.
Like Hamilton's just one of those weird cities where like because like City Hall's like smack dab fucking in the center. Like how many other cities do you know where people are like getting shot at like near City Hall? Because it's literally like a street over. That's crazy to me that like they're down in 6 here, chat. Florida State needs to stop. Simpson's gonna run for it. Gets hit by a defender, but trips forward. I think he's gonna get the first down. Rolls Rance Simpson out of bounds there, but I think they're gonna mark him 4th and inches. The referee put the ball right on the line to gain. I think they're gonna give it to him though. Yep. 6 yards there for Simpson. Alabama's drive here, opening drive of the game, mind you, continues on here. Simpson with the ball, looking to throw. Open receiver to Ryan Williams, and he's going to get a first down. Tackled out of bounds there. Down at the 2-yard line now. Alabama knocking on the door of scoring here. Seminoles need a big stop, chat. Defense hasn't looked great here. That's going to be Young on the ground, met by Little Jr. for the early stop. No gain. 2nd and goal for the Crimson Tide. Don't spam shit in my chat, you random bot fucking... Florida State. Need a couple more stops here. Hold Alabama to at least a field goal. Taking a lot of time here this drive, the Crimson Tide are. Just leaning on 6 minutes remaining in this quarter. Simpson keeps it, gives it to the tight end. It's going to be a touchdown, Crimson Tide. That's Josh Cuevas with the 2-yard receiving touchdown for the Crimson Tide. That's the first one for Alabama this season. That scoring drive was 16 plays, 75 yards, and it took up almost 9 minutes of clock time, chat. Not a great start to the season for the Florida State defense. Not block well against the run on that drive. Not tackle well, really, either. And the extra field goal and the extra point is good for Alabama. 7-0 over Florida State. Seminoles got to come back on the field and respond with our new quarterback, Castellanos. But Simpson, with his first start on the Crimson Tide, is going to open up the scoring drive. See how the Seminoles respond when they come on the field for the first time on offense. Here comes Florida State's offense. Castellanos transferring over from Boston College, rival in the ACC here to Florida State. You think he was there for 2 or 3 seasons. He's here now, trying to help put Florida State back in the winning column. No way we do worse than last season. There's no way. Florida State going to take the ball to 25 here. See this new and improved offense put together by Norvell. Here's Tommy Gunn. And off to Williams. They're going to keep it on the ground for the first play. He's going to get a couple on that drive. On that run, sorry. 2nd and 8. 47 total touchdowns with Tommy's career at Boston College. Deuce Robinson, receiver on the outside, getting that throw. Not going to get the first down, though. Bring up 3rd down. This is going to be 3rd down and 5. Castellanos. Deep throw down the midfield. Oh, he dropped it. It was in the hands of the receiver, and then he dropped it. We got a flag, though. I think it's going to be on Alabama on the defense. Hold on. This is Boggs. Catching it, but then dropping it midair. Incomplete, but I think there's a flag on Alabama here. Now it's going to be a holding call on Alabama. So that dropped by Boggs. Whew. Florida State gets a second chance here with that Alabama hold. 10-yard penalty. Going to be an automatic first down. State at the 40. Castellanos keeps it. He's running up the sideline for the first down and more as he's hit out of bounds. "12 yards to the Alabama 48. State just sitting at about midfield now after that first yard pickup by Castellanos, keeping it on his feet. And we got a jet sweep here to the running back. That's going to be Lucas. We got a flag down as he was tackled just out of bounds, close to the first down. Going to be a holding on State. It's going to be on Marqueson Douglas. Right guard there. Getting called for the hold. So that's going to bring the good sweep run by Lucas back. Just would have had us on the first down. It's going to be a 1st and 20 now, though. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, chat. Keep voting in the poll. You got winning today. Come on. If we play good, we can fucking get this win. Handoff. Gain of about 6 there. That was Gavin Sawchuk for about 5. I believe he was a transfer from Indiana. Indiana or Oklahoma. I think it was Oklahoma. The Sooners. I think that's where he comes from. 2nd and 15 now. Castellanos backs up, throws to the left quick. That's going to be Randy Pittman with the reception. Going to be short of the first down, bring up 3rd. That was 5 yards for Pittman there. Florida State still needs 10. It's going to be 3rd and 11, actually. A lot of real estate still to go for the Seminoles. And Alabama's going to call their second timeout on the defensive side of the ball here on the 3rd and 11. State not looking as clean as Alabama on their first opening offensive drive. Pass game looks like it's going to take a little while to get going. Okay.
Price pack.
Yeah, me as I'll enter that of you.
Tag piece.
Okay.
All you have to do is comment the
We're back, Chad, after that Alabama timeout. 3rd and 11, Florida State. We're at the Alabama 49. Need 11 yards on this play here. Offense kind of off to a rocky start. Castellanos backs up the throw, has time deep along the sideline at the 10, and it's caught! That's Squirrel White with the huge reception. 45 yards to the 4, inside the 5. Let's go, Florida State. Castellanos, White with the 45-yard reception. Castellanos going to keep it himself. He's going to dance inside the end zone. 4 yards. Let's go, Florida State. Seminoles getting a touchdown as well in their opening drive. Tommy Castellanos with the 9-yard rushing touchdown. I thought they were inside the 4. What the fuck? My mistake. Whatever. 7 plays, 75 yards. That scoring drive for the Seminoles. Castellanos keeping it himself for the score. Let's go. I was starting to sweat a little. I was getting a little worried. I honestly thought we were about to get stopped there. Florida State taking the deep play, and it paid off. And the extra point is good. Let's go. I know they all like each individually have their own now.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just pick those up and just. Yeah. I feel like she pulled up with some liquor and she was like, okay. We'll look at Trailer Park Boys. Cranky, angry. Feeling good, chat. Started a little rough, but that we just needed that one explosive play. And White delivered. And that kickoff is going to be a touchback for Alabama. See how they respond after that opening score for State. That's crazy talk, kid. Alabama keeping it on the ground. They're going to be stopped immediately. Cryer making the tackle on Young for a gain of 0. 2nd down and 10. Florida State's defense maybe stepping up here after that explosive play for their offense. See if we can get Alabama off the field here rather quickly. Excuse me. Simpson backing up, looking to throw. I think he's going to go deep, and he is over midfield. That's caught by Bernard, but I think he was out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give it to him, Bernard. And Bernard making the big play there for Alabama. 29 yards. Here's Williams on the ground. He's going to get a couple there. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first here, chat. Five yards for Williams on the ground. Minute and a half remaining in the first opening quarter here. Crimson Tide at the 41 with FSU. They're going to keep it on the ground with Young. He'll get about 3 on that carry. They're down and 2. Simpson looking to throw. He's going to get an open receiver. That's Bernard. Going to be an Alabama first down. 13 yards for Bernard. We're going to be at the Florida State 25 now. FSU got to be careful here as Alabama lining up the score potentially again on this drive. Not the 26. Last play of this quarter. Simpson with a bullet pass down to Horton. That'll be about 5 yards in the air for that pickup. That'll be the end of the first quarter, chat. Tied game here in Florida State, 7-7. Castellanos with the huge 45-yard pass to Squirrel White. And then running it in 9 yards himself, getting the touchdown, tying it up. Alabama, unfortunately, knocking on the door here. 6-yard pass that'll be to Horton. Alright, you little baby. Okay, this Pudge Kitty is ridiculous. Pudge Kitty. Chunky. Third down and 8 for Alabama. Florida State just got a big stop there on the ground. Simpson throwing. I think the play was blue dead. And that previous play was the pass to Bernard. Loss of 4 there. It's going to be a full start on the offense. Alabama didn't get it off quick enough. I didn't see that. Let's go. It's going to be a full start on Alabama. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Backed up to the Florida State 29. Still in field goal range, but if Florida State can get a stop here, that'll be big on the defense. Here's Ty Simpson backing up. Looking to pass. Pocket collapses. He's going to get hit and he's sacked. Let's go. Tate Diggs, a transfer from Coastal, making that sack there on Ty Simpson. There's a huge stop there for the Florida State defense. First sack of the game, first sack of the season. Let's go. Lost 6 there. This is going to be a 53-yard field goal attempt now. Alabama going for it here. This is Connor Tulty. First career field goal attempt at 54 yards. 53. And he's short. Comes up short, literally a yard away. Literally just needed a yard. Florida State shutting down Alabama on that drive. No points. Ending it with the huge sack. Let's go. Damn, really fucking trusted a lot in their field goal kicker there. First career field goal attempt. They let him go out there for a 53-yarder. I don't know about that. They might have had better luck if they just punted it. Now Florida State getting it at the 35 now. Pretty good field position, sorry. Well, we got a miscommunication on the offense here. Something really wrong happened there. That was Sawchuk through the air, getting a couple yards, and there was a huge miscommunication on the field there. Player snapped the ball, the quarterback went with the wide receivers ran, but the line stood perfectly still. Nobody on the offensive line moved for Florida State. That was really weird. Ended up getting 3 yards out of it, though. 2nd and 7. Still shaking off some jitters. This pass is going to be to Lucas. He gets looks like about 2 yards there as he got hit big time in the air there. That looked like a really hard hit there. He got hit by Sab. Two-yard gain for Lucas. It's 3 and 5 now. Castellanos. Looks like we're going to make a pass here. Williams coming back in the backfield. Now he's going back out. That's going to be a first down. That's going to be Pittman Jr. In the first down reception in the air. Florida State with a new set of downs. Here we go. 14-yard pass completion. Now we're going to keep it on the ground for Williams, and he can't find any daylight as Hill is there for the early stop. I don't think we're going to get a yard there. They might give us one. No yard gain. Tommy Gunn so far, 6 for 6, 66 yards. Hasn't missed the player yet. Missed the receiver. Takes the handoff. Castellanos breaking through the pocket. Going to take it and run now. Diving forward. Going to be at about the 40. Think he got a 6-yard gain there for, 6 yards to the Alabama 40. Third and 4. Florida State with the big 14-yarder to convert. See what we can do right now. 2 for 2 on third down so far. Castellanos takes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Dive forward in the first down. Castellanos having success on the ground. Keeping the ball with the quarterback option there. That's going to be 5 yards for the new FSU quarterback on the ground. At the 35 now in Alabama territory. Under 10 minutes remaining in this half chat. We got a tied ball game. Castellanos going to keep it again for the third time and dive forward. Not much there. I think I'd give him 3 or 4. I think they're going to give him 3. 2nd and 7. Third rush in a row that they've decided to run with Tommy Castellanos. I don't think a 4th time is going to prove worthwhile. I wouldn't do it. Oh, let's go! Touchdown, Florida State! That's another one! With the reverse handoff, that's Micaiah Danzy with the 32-yard rushing touchdown. Sorry, I was so delayed on that. I didn't know who the player was. Whole new offense this season, chat. 8 plays, 65 yards at scoring drive. Danzy with the 32-yard rush to the house. Florida State takes the lead over Alabama. Let's go! State wins today. That'd be considered a huge upset, I'm sure, to a lot of people, chat. That's Danzy. Yep, they did the reverse sweep. And it worked out for them. And the extra point is good. Florida State up a score over Alabama. Chat, let's get some W's in the chat for the 32-yard touchdown. (14-7) Seminoles, chat. Danzy getting the score for us. Let's go. Seminoles have converted every time on the third down. Castellanos looks way better on the ground keeping the ball himself than Ty Simpson does. That guy doesn't look like he can run as effectively. Get 20. am. Closer. Keep voting in the poll chat who you got winning today. Alabama ranked number 8 in the AP poll this preseason. Florida State unranked, obviously. That could potentially change today if we beat Alabama. We're obviously not going to be a top 10, no duh, but could be within the top 25 with the win today. I mean, I think you'd have to. I mean, if we beat Bama, there's no way we don't get ranked. There's no way. At least ranked. And that kickoff is going to be a touchback. Simpson looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket. Throw is going to be incomplete. Was looking for Cuevas. Tight who got the touchdown for Bama earlier. Under 10 remaining in this game, and then in this half, sorry, chat. On this game. Hand off to Riley, and he's going to be stuffed and driven back behind the line of scrimmage there. Third down for Alabama. They gave him 2 yards there. 3rd and 8. Simpson backing up. This could be a huge stop here. Simpson hit as he threw, and it's going to be incomplete. Let's go. 3 and out. Florida State defense showing up. Simpson looked like he got hit there, but no flag on the play. 4th and 8. Very quick 3 and out. Bama gonna have to punt here. That's Jones that applied the pressure there to Simpson and hit him there as he threw the ball. Oh, first 3 and out of this game. Now the punter. This is going to be Lucas. He's going to let the ball bounce. And it's going to land at the 21 as Jones for Bama picks it up. Florida State offense coming back out after the 32-yard touchdown run for Danzy. Let's see if we can go up 2 scores on this next offensive drive. We're going to take a quick timeout. 8:37 remaining in the half, chat. Keep voting who you got winning today. Idiot. Florida State's offense back out at the 25. Not the 21, sorry. Thought it was a touchback at first, my mistake. Castellanos to Robinson. That's going to be a gain of 12 there. An immediate first down. Castellanos to Robinson. Hand off the Cromar on the ground, and he'll get a gain of about 1 there. Not much. No yards there. 2nd down and 10. No gain for Croma. Freshman for FSU. We're at the 36. Second and 10. We're going to run again. Florida State getting the first down and more. Giving it to Croma again, and he's going to get way positive yardage on this run. Broke through 4 defenders. It took 5 guys to bring him down. That was a 14-yard run for Croma. First down for Florida State. Smack dab at the 50. 1st and 10. Florida State having some success on the ground game now. We're going to give it to Croma again, and he's fighting for more yardage. Give him about 3 on that one, though. Brown was there on the tackle for Bama. 2nd and 7. Three runs in a row now for Usman Komra. They're going to call a pass play here. Yep, Castellanos looking right. He's going to take off with it. Now he's keeping it on the ground. Breaks 2 tackles. Spins through another and leaps forward down near the 30. Tommy Castellanos with more positive yardage there, keeping it on the ground for FSU. Finding the open lane, then cutting up through the middle. That's a 15-yard run for Castellanos. Down to the Alabama 32. FSU already in field goal territory here, even if Bama's defense makes the stop. Hand off to Williams. And he's going to get about 2 yards on the ground. As it looks like Howard was there, the one that made the stop. 2nd down and 8. 5 minutes remaining in this half chat. Florida State averaged about 89 yards a game last season rushing it. Today we're already at 107 on the ground. Castellanos looking to throw, getting a good block by one of his linemen. He's going to take it and run up the sideline. He's going to be hard tackled on the Alabama sideline. That fucking piece of shit stood over him for a minute there and trying to intimidate him. You dumb fucking sack of crap. That's going to be a 4-yard run for Castellanos at the 27 now. I'm surprised when sportsmanlike conduct flag wasn't thrown there. He fucking Castellano, 7 for 7, 81 yards. FSU is converted on every third down. So far this game, it's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, looking left, looking right now. He's going to take off with it. He's going to throw it. That's complete to Robinson. Alabama's saying no. But it's going to be incomplete. Looks like it hit the ground before Deuce Robinson was able to come through with it. It's going to bring up 4th and 4. And Florida State is going to kick the field goal here. Yep, that's the smart thing to do. Don't have to go for it. We already have the lead. This is a 45-yard field goal attempt. This is Jake Weinberg. He's 1 for 1 in his career, kicking a field goal. From 45, and I think we're going to have flags on Florida State here. Yeah, delay of game. Florida State had to call a timeout here. So I don't know if we're going to go for the field goal now, but potentially. We'll see. Weinberg did get the initial field goal when they kicked it the first time. Dude, if fucking Florida State were to be up 10 over number ranked, 8 ranked Alabama at halftime, that'd be fucking crazy. I'd be so hyped. Okay, Chad, I'm gonna feed my cat real quick because he's being a menace. Being a chunkers. Chunk is too much. Hey. What's going on, Jonathan? Alabama has to come back. Fuck Bama. It's dawn of the Knolls now, didn't you know? Gonna try the 45-yard field goal attempt here for Weinhardt. He did hit it the first time. Weinberg, sorry. And the field goal is good. Florida State up 10 over Alabama. Let's go, chat. Yeah, Arizona does not play until tonight. Yeah, against my second team, Hawaii. I got Hawaii fucking winning that one. I saw the band warming up at 7:30 a.m. on my way into town. I hate to tell you, I think the Rainbow Warriors are going to disrupt your little band party. If both my teams get huge upset wins today, that'll be so fucking dope. "54 rushing yards so far this game for Alabama, 111 for State. Florida State really having success through the ground and the air now. Too much of the second quarter. Basically, the party is already on the U of A. Oh yeah, now it probably would be. Kickoff for the game is 10:30 my time, and I know fucking these tailgates go basically like all day. This is gonna be a touchback for Alabama. Did you bet on the game? I have only bet $20 from July and August. I lost the 20 on PGA. No, I didn't bet. I did last week, NFL preseason, and it ended like pretty fucking bad. I lost my bet slip by 1 point, by one single point. This fuck ass couldn't kick a field goal. So I didn't bet this week. Maybe the first week of the NFL I might. Maybe I'll put like $5-10 on some shit. But no, I didn't do this week. College is too weird. College is too weird to bet on. Because it's literally anything could happen. Bama keeping it on the ground with Young. He'll get about 5 on that carry. He got bounced hard there by Hearing. Yeah, I lost my bet on the PGA and I'm not going crazy on bet to bet on another one. How do you bet on golf? Keeping it on the ground with Young again, and he'll get a gain of a couple there. Gonna be third down. Florida State looking for back-to-back 3-and-outs here on the Alabama offense. Gonna be a 1-yard run there for Young. Third down conversions. Alabama's 3 for 6 today. You bet on a golfer to place, or you can bet who will do better between two golfers. Oh, okay. I don't know how the scoring system works in golf, so I didn't know how you bet on that. Like Scotty Scheffler versus Tommy Fleetwood, best finish. Okay. Simpson with a bullet pass up through the middle to Williams. And it takes quite a few defenders to bring him down. He'll get the first down on that throw there. Alabama converting on the third down. That was an 8-yard pass here to Williams. 2:25 remaining, coming up to the 2-minute warning at the 40. Simpson backing up, looking to throw. He goes to Young on the sideline, and he trips himself up, falls, no contact. I think that's going to be an 8-yard gain. 7 yards, sorry. That brings us to the 2-minute warning, chat. Florida State up 10, but Alabama marching down the field at their own 46. Sorry, that was a 6-yard pass to Young. Where's Scotty to finish? First, top 5 or top 10. You can bet on golfers to make or miss the cut. Player to have the lowest round. Whether or not a tournament will have a hole-in-one. Okay. I don't think I'll be betting on golf anytime soon, but if you know what you're doing. Basically stupid stuff that will take your money. You don't know what you're betting on. Shit. Outside of Castellanos, Florida State has gone with 4 different running backs today. Alabama's gone with 3. First game of the season, so they'll be seeing, you know, who's got the power underneath them. Florida State owning Alabama in all stats, except passing yards. Simpson with 87, Castellanos with 81. One penalty for State. No punts yet. I don't know what I am doing, but people like betting on golf because a player will be at like plus 2,000 to win and actually win. Yeah, I guess with golf, it's kind of more like up in the air. It's not like casual sports teams like how I watch. Like the best team is going against like a pretty shit team. It's gonna like obvious who the winner is. In golf, I don't know how many players are on a field, but I guess quite a few could win. It's not like hard and this is guaranteed. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like it could really be like up in the air. Like anyone could win a golf tournament. I feel like. You're betting on an individual. Yeah, but I know, but I mean how like in team sports, like you can tell like one team is clearly better than the other. And it's like this team is obviously going to beat this one. Like the matchups. If you have 150 guys on a course, like any of them could win is like what I'm saying. Oh, it's starting to rain now in Tallahassee and Florida. See how this is going to affect the game. Seems like we have a pretty good rainfall going on right now. Fuck, I hate rain games. Second and 4 in the pouring rain now. Alabama looking to convert. And I think they do, as Bernard's going to get the first down for Alabama, and he does. It is pouring here in Florida. Oh no, it's not going to be a first down. Incomplete. That was an incomplete pass to Bernard. They changed the call now. It's 3rd and 4. Bernard didn't make the catch. That's an incompletion. 3rd and 4. Minute 55 remaining in the half chat. Simpson. He's going to try and run and take it himself. Florida State saw it coming and we drilled him. Let's go. 4th down. We drilled that motherfucker, chat. Let's go. Florida State's going to call their second time out right now. Woo. That was a 1-yard run for Simpson, and he did not go far. Damn, that highlight I just saw of Penn State and Nevada was terrible. Holy fuck. Nobody tackled that, man. You know what sucks is after this rainstorm ends here in Tallahassee, all these motherfuckers are just going to be sopping wet. And they're just going to have to sit there and the sun's going to come back out. That's going to suck. Lucas is going to let that bounce back. At the 1-yard line. Refs are calling touchback now. 53-yard punt for the touchback. Alabama tried to Hoping it was going to land at the 1, but it just crashed into the end zone there. Minute and a half remaining here, chat. Florida State scored on our first 3 drives of the game. See if we can top it off with another one before halftime. Going to be marked at the 25. The 20, sorry, my mistake. Castellanos. He's going to keep it on the ground again. He's going to slide to get some extra yardage, making some defenders miss. I'll bring up second down. That was a 5-yard run for Tommy Gunn. Oh, Alabama. Florida State at the 24. Castellanos with the handoff to Lucas. He'll go right up the middle. He'll get a few there. Mark it 3 yards there for Lucas. Up to the 28 of Florida State. Minute remaining here in this opening half, chat. Keep voting in the poll who you got winning this game today. State looking for the huge upset, and so far we're doing it. Looking to add a score here before halftime. And off to Lucas again. He's going wide on the outside, and I think he's just going to get enough of the first down. It is. That's going to be a first down for Florida State. Lucas keeping it on the ground. Running out of bounds. Stopping the clock there. So there's 36 seconds now remaining. It was a 4-yard run for Jalen Lucas. Another handoff to Lucas. 3rd in a row. We've noticed Florida State has done that a few times this game between Castellanos and Lucas. Not going to get much there, though, if he was forced out of bounds early, running wide left. I don't think they will score before half. Don't say that. We're electing to run it. We haven't thrown it yet this drive. That was 2 yards for Lucas. 125 Florida State, 61 for Alabama. Already looking much better than we did last season. This is 2nd and 8, chat. To be honest, I'm going to be blunt. I don't think they're going to score either, but anything could happen. With the muff snapped, Williams is going to pick that up, and he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Bad snap by the center, 3rd down. Clock's going to run down. Yeah, I don't think Florida... Yeah, we're not going to score here. That rain is coming down really hard. It's going to make it hard to hold on for both teams. We're not going to run another play. Florida State's going to let the clock run down. And going into halftime, FSU is up 10 over Alabama, chat. Let's go. And Florida State receives the second half kickoff. So we'll start the ball on offense when we come back. Here we go. Things are getting interesting, chat. Alabama trailing by 10 here, chat. My Knowles. in the lead. Definitely going to be ranked somewhere within the top 25 if we beat Alabama. There's no way. All right, Chad, I'm going to run through some halftime stats with y'all here. Then I'm going to put some music on and take a quick little break. Ty Simpson's 10 for 14, 87 yards with the 1 touchdown in the air. That was to Josh Cuevas. Their leading rusher, Richard Young, with 26 yards, 9 carries. Leading receiver, Jeremy Bernard, 4 receptions, 49 yards. The only person to get a touchdown on Alabama with their lone 7 is Josh Cuevas, the tight end. He caught it through the air, his only reception this game. Over to the side of Florida State, Tommy Castellanos, he's 7 for 8, almost perfect, 81 yards through the air. Tommy Castellanos, and he's also the leading rusher for Florida State too, keeping it on the ground. He's got the 1 touchdown on the ground for 56 yards total. Micaiah Danzy also with the touchdown on the ground. He only had the 1 carry himself for 32 yards to the house. And our leading receiver is Marcarius White. He's got 40 yards. Pittman Jr. right below him with 18, along with Deuce Robinson, our new pickup. Alabama's got 148 total yards, 207 for Florida State. Like I said, Florida State's Alabama's still leading the way through the passing game, 87-81. We are crushing Alabama, though, rushing the ball, 126 yards to 61. 10 first downs for each team. 4 for 8 third down efficiency for Bama, 4 for 5 for Florida State, 33 total plays to 28. Alabama's had to punt the ball twice this half. Florida State 0 times, and we only have the 1 penalty for 10 yards. Alabama has 3 for 20. No fumbles this half, no interception this game, and time of possession is about 3 minutes apart. So Alabama not really dominating anywhere. Florida State's crushing them in the rushing game. We're having a lot of success on the ground today with Castellanos and Danzy, who had the big 32-yard rush to the house. Anyways, chat, that is your stats. It is halftime. Go take a piss, go get something to eat, walk your dog, pet your cat. It's halftime. We're going to take a quick little break here. What's going on, Jaden? You guys are winning. Cool. Yes, sir, we are. I saw you guys are crushing Nevada, too. They showed a highlight that was just embarrassing. All good, Jaden. Yeah, I know. Are you guys in halftime on that game? Wish they gave you guys a better matchup for... Yeah, it's halftime for you. 27-3. Just came in to say hi. Appreciate it, brother. You'll probably walk off with a victory today against Nevada. Hopefully we can do the same against Bama, up by 10. Alright, chat, I'll be right back. Just gonna go take a quick little break here. But don't you go anywhere. Florida State up by 10 over Alabama. And we will be right back, chat. The game is starting. It looks like the rain has stopped in Tallahassee, so that should be a good thing. I don't like rain games. Swear to God. King Hippo. Snack with a fat filled cookie. I do because I'm excited. Gives me double dehydration. Eating poke. Fuck, this is a long half time. Here we go. Start of the second half, chat. Florida State getting the kickoff. Singleton's going to bring it out of the end zone up to the 15. State up by 10. Real good run by Micaiah Danzy. 32 yards to the house, and Castellanos ran it and himself 9 yards out after a huge 45-yard play downfield. Now Tommy Castellanos going to take control of the offense here at the 15. 126 rushing yards in the first half. See what we can do here in the second. Roma keeping it on the ground. He's going to get about 7 on that carry, and the rain has subsided here in Tallahassee. Stuck inside that life until that game. 7-yard run for Chroma. They're going to keep it with Chroma on the ground again. He stiff arms a motherfucker and is chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Think about 4 or 5 yards on that run. First down conversion for Florida State. Try to score on their opening drive. The second quarter here, we scored on our first drive in the first quarter. 6-yard run for Chroma. Up to the Florida State 28. Castellanos selecting to keep it himself. He's going to get about 4 there. Took a decent hit on the ground as he went the slide. Two yards there for Castellanos, not getting much. Castellanos throwing, flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to have to get that out quick, thrown out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. .76% of our plays on the offense came from newcomers, freshmen, or transfers. Whole new Florida State team than what we had previous season. New quarterback, new receivers, couple new runners, whole new line. New defensive coordinator. FSU got to get this out quick. We have flags out. Castellanos was clapping his hands. Going to be a full start on the offense. It's going to be on Pettis. Transfer from Ole Miss. It's going to bring up 3rd and 13 now after the 5-yard penalty. Florida State has had good luck here, converting on 3rd downs this whole game. See if we can get 13 yards here. Looking to throw. Quick screen pass to Chroma. Going upfield. He's going to be way short of the first down. Brought down at about the 30. Brown was there on the tackle for the Crimson Tide. That's 4th down. Florida State. We're going to have to punt this one away. Chimento going to punt. And Bakwe lets it bounce at about the 23, and it's going to go upfield to near the 28-yard line. That's where Ty Simpson and Alabama are going to come out and take the ball in their first offensive drive in the second half. Starting to see a bit of sun here in Tallahassee now. Hopefully no more of that rain shit. Simpson launching it very deep downfield. Down to the FSU 20. Was looking for Scott there. Here goes Scott was the intended receiver. Simpson throwing. Complete the Brown at the 50s. Going down to the 40. Push out of bounds. That's going to take Alabama way into Florida State territory now with that play. Oh, sorry, that was to Bernard. My mistake. I thought that was Williams. Sorry. 31 yards for Bernard. Down to the 40. State needs a stop here. Can't let him get close. Simpson to Cuevas, the lone touchdown scorer for Alabama. Only going to get a yard there. Two yards there for Cuevas, is what they're saying. Second and 8, and that's going to be complete to Ryan Williams. Brought down immediately as he caught that ball. DB was all over him. 3rd down and 5. Gain of 3 there. State looking for a big stop. What we need right now. Bama out of field goal range. Flushed out of the pocket of Simpson. He's almost dragged down, and he just had to throw that one down the sideline. Gonna bring up 4th and 5. Big stop for Florida State here. They're not in field goal range. I believe Alabama's gonna have to punt. They tried a 53 yarder earlier. When they're staying out in the field, they're gonna go for it. Bama's feeling confident. 4th and 5. They're at the Florida State 36. They're 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions today, so they're going to try it again. They don't get it. They're giving Florida State prime field position here. Simpson. And he's going to be short. Gave it to Riley, and he's going to be short. Breyer was there to make the play in the early stop, and he's going to be about a yard short there. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Let's go. That's Cryer with the stop. Well, they're still trying to mark the ball here. He's going to be short. Bringing out the chain now. He's going to be short. Turnover on down. State getting the ball. Let's go. Getting the ball right back at the 32 with the big defensive stop by Cryer. When Alabama has 23 straight opening season wins. 23 seasons straight. 3 years less than how old I am, chat. Fucking Florida State trying to put an end to that streak today. Out by 10. Done a good job holding in the 7. Castellanos looking to throw. Wide open is Lucas. He's going down the field. 30, 20, 10. He might make it. He's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 5. Florida State inside the 5, chat, with Lucas making the huge fucking reception for State. Let's go. That was definitely the biggest play of the day. Castellanos 9 for 11, 152 now. 58 yards on the ground. And off the Cromar. He's going to dive in for the touchdown. And they're going to give it to him. That was a 64-yard pass to Jalen Lucas, giving the door to Keziah Holmes for the 4-yard rushing touchdown. Here we go, and Alabama looking sad today, chat. 2 plays, 68 yards, that scoring drive. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, working everyone to the right side. Gave it to Holmes. He got some good blocks and then just dived in. Got the football inside the pylon there. That's a score for State. Up by 2 now over Alabama. And the extra field goal is good. The extra point, sorry, field goal. A mega 64-yard pass downfield for Jalen Lucas. In Florida State territory, marched it all the way down inside the 5. And Keziah Holmes getting the score, his first of the season for Florida State. 24-7. Boys, we are up. Let's go. Fuck Alabama. There's no way if we win today and we fucking trump them. Only if we hold Alabama to 7 today, chat, there's no way we're not fucking ranked by the end of today. If we're not ranked by the end of Sunday, it's broken. It's broken because there's no shot. That was crazy. It only took 2 plays, chat. Whew. (24-7), chat. Almost midway through the third here. State thumping Alabama so far. Still got a lot of football to be played, a lot of time. Alabama 23 consecutive openers winning their first game. Usually they play a lot of FCS teams in their first game of the season. They end up trumping them by 70 plus points, so wait for the committee to give them at least a decent team to what people thought were going to be this season in Florida State as their first game and not an FCS school. I believe the next 2 games for Florida State are against FCS opponents, so not much to look forward to there. 2nd and 7 for Bama. Simpson throwing. Oh, and that pass is deflected. We got flags, though. I think it's going to be pass interference on State, unfortunately. I think it's going to be holding on the offense. It is holding on the offense. Alabama's going to go backwards here. After the 4-yard hill run. It's going to bring up 2nd and 17 now. As they get backed up 10 yards. Back to the 18. Second and 17. Simpson looking to throw, looking left. Downfield up to the 40. That's going to be caught by Bernard. He's going upfield, getting a whole bunch of extra yards there. Tackled at about the 45 in FSU territory. Big play there for Bernard in the Alabama offense. Defense missed a couple screw up there by the defense. That's a 37-yard pass there to Bernard. Up to the FSU 44. Bernard's already got 117 yards this game alone for Alabama. 6 receptions at that. Just took a big one right there. Simpson. Inside screen to Williams, and the ball is out. That's going to be a fumble. It's going to be called incomplete as Williams took a hard hit there. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. That was almost intercepted. Very close, very close. Brian Williams with 27 yards this game. He's going to go sit out for Alabama quickly as he took a hard hit there by Barker. 2nd and 10. About halfway through the third now, chat. They're going to keep it on the ground with Washington, and he's tackled early behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss. It's going to be 3rd and long now for Alabama. Washington losing a yard there, 3rd 11. At the Florida State 45, Alabama 4 for 9 on 3rd down conversions today. Simpson backing up, looking to throw up the midfield, and that's caught by Bernard. There's going to be a whole more fields for Bernard there. 18 yards added to his stats now. He's going to bring it up to the 27 of Florida State. They're almost in the red zone here. State's got to be careful. Already field goal territory. Washington on the ground again. Give him 2. Jeremy Bernard is really the big playmaker so far for this Alabama offense. Williams would be next up, but it's really Bernard making a lot of the plays for Alabama in the air here. Simpson looking end zone. He's not going to find Scott. Pass broken up. Bring up 3rd and 8. Simpson, 16 for 24 today. 182 yards, 1 touchdown. Got 11 on the ground. State looking for a huge stop here. At minimum, stop him to a field goal. Stadium is loud. A stop here could really be an exclamation point in this quarter. Simpson looking right, looking left, pocket broken. He had to get that out quick, and it's incomplete. Pocket collapsed so quickly on Simpson there with the help of Daniel Lyons getting to the quarterback. Creating immense pressure on him. He had to just throw that out before he took the sack. That's going to bring up 4th and 8. Bama not going to go for it. They're going to kick the field goal here. Oh, never mind. They are going for it. They're 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions today. This is 4th and 8. They're keeping them out here. They're at the 25. Simpson looking to throw. He's thinking end zone. He was looking for Williams. Incomplete, but there's flags. I think this is going to be a flag on Joseph for pass interference. Yep. Holding on Florida State, and that's going to be a first down for Alabama. Yep, Joseph making the contact with Williams on his breakout. Fresh set of downs here for Alabama. State could still make a stop here. But they keep going for it on 4th down, Alabama. 60 yards, 8 plays this current drive, chat. And with that 10-yard penalty, they're at the 15. Simpson was looking for Williams underneath and almost picked off. Oh my God. Through the fingertips of the player who just committed the foul, and Joseph. God damn. That's the second time this drive it's gone through the hands of one of our players. Second down. Williams out for Alabama. Inside the red zone still at the 15. Bama having problems running today. He's going to get that out quickly to Cuevas on the sideline. That's going to be incomplete as he dropped the ball, landing. Now it's Barter with the tackle and the stop. Incomplete. Parker, DB, making a great play there. 3rd and 10. There's no way if we stop them here, they're going to go for a 4th down again. Ty Simpson is 2 for 7 this drive, 56 yards. And we got flags coming out as this play is going to be called dead. I think it's going to be on Alabama. It is. Delay of game on Bama. Getting a little loud for the Crimson Tide 5-yard penalty. Going to be 3rd and 15. Back to the 20 now. That's the 5th penalty for Alabama. 36 yards total. I think that's the second delay of game one, too. They've had problems getting the ball off in time here. Backed up to the 20. See if State can hold him. Oh, we had players pointing at each other. Simpson getting it off at the 1. Almost another delay of game. Pressured in the pocket. He's going to go down. He just threw that ball off in the air. A lineman picks that up. An Alabama lineman scoops and picks it up and safely gets tackled out of bounds. That was Brailsford out the line of scrimmage. 4th down, Alabama. Let's go. Almost got sacked, and Simpson just threw that away. Threw it behind him. The offensive lineman was able to pick that up and get whatever yards that he could there, which wasn't much. Just went back to the line of scrimmage. That's 4th and 17. They're going to try a 40-yard field goal attempt here. And this one is going to be good for Bama. They end up getting 3 on that drive. 24-10. Seminoles up 14 here, chat. Under 6 minutes remaining in the third. Good defensive hold there for the FSU defense. Can bend but don't break. Exactly how I would sum that up. Yeah, you can do yourself all shit face. You're gonna come home. Probably still gonna. You can go down to the Typet store.
After I have an alarm set.
6 about 7. I don't know why. Oh, I have enough time to go get weed. And even if I don't, just there. I'll be okay. My feet scratching hair off my. She's probably gonna want a bit of time when she gets home from work too. To hang out for a bit, shower. Her friend, before you all go over.
Oops.
Oh. Oh.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, right. Sorry, Muse. I fucking. Oh, and you're going to Anello's, right, right.
That chick lives.
Right, right, right. Damn, that's kind of. I guess that's not too bad, Westdale to.
One bud.
Yeah. Not terrible.
Get the ball ready, get ready.
I'm sorry, but I think that look is so trashy when chicks do the like sky blue or like blue eyeliner. Let's associate that. I mean, Mimes has never done blue.
Have blue.
Buy blue. On
No,
Amazon.
Mimes is not.
Most chicks I see that wear it are like, oh, chunky, chunky. Be safe, Mimes. I don't want to get some fucking call or text at 1. You're like, oh, I'm gonna stay here and fucking. Fuck up even already. Me and Kitty are gonna be sick. I know, but you're gonna go on the couch like and cuddle with kitties, and then you're gonna be fucking you're gonna be fucking sleeping by yourself, hand down my. Hawaii plays tonight. You guys can put on the Hawaii Arizona game. He's like, shut the fuck up.
You're gonna look at me like there's something.
Why? What's wrong with watching? You tell them Taylor Swift will be there.
God, I didn't do anything.
Sorry, Chad had to go to the washroom. Knowles looks like they just had to punt there. Bama at the 20. First down. Simpson's going to be sacked. Let's go. That's Thompson with the sack. First one of the game. Let's go. Time is ticking away for Alabama if they want any chance of getting back into this one. Simpson looking for someone downfield. He can't. He just throws that one away. 3rd and 17 coming up. That sack by Thompson brought them back 8 yards to the 12. 55 rushing yards for Alabama on their opening drive. Since then, chat, that was on their opening drive, 55 yards. Since then, 2. They have a grand total of 2. State doing a really good job with the front defensive line there. Making sure there's no holes or gaps anywhere for Alabama to run. And Alabama's going to use their first timeout of this half. 3rd and 17 with 2:51 remaining. We're on upset alert, chat. Upset watch. Third down coming up here, guys. 3rd and 17. Big stop here. If Alabama were to punt here, FSU gets the ball in perfect field position. Ty Simpson backing up. Inside the 5, looking to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to take off and run with this. He's going to be dropped early, though. And he's going to be brought down at around the 20. James Williams was there for the stop on Simpson. That's going to bring up 4th down and 11. There's no way they're going for it deep in their own territory here. Yep, Simpson and the offense coming off. They're going to punt it away. Florida State's going to get the ball in really good field goal position here, chat. In really good field position, sorry. It's a 6-yard run there for Simpson. Got it out to the 19. Alabama football. Special teams fuck up. Ball is coming down. He calls a fair catch. The ball hits the ground, bounces off his foot. Bama lands on it. He called a fair catch, then why didn't he catch the ball? He let it bounce, it went off his foot, and Calhoun is the player that landed on for Alabama. No way, bro. Turnover, Florida State. Alabama's going to get the ball in Florida State territory here, chat. They're at the 46. Simpson in the offense back out here. Oh my fucking god. Simpson looking deep, end zone. He was looking for Williams, so we're going to have a flag out for pass interference. The defender was Jones. Jones being called for the pass interference on Williams. Automatic first down. Florida State has got to stop them here, just like the commentator said. If they score here, it's a one-possession game. That's where it starts to get murky. Bama now at the 31 in FSU territory. Already in field goal range if we were to stop them. Oh, fuck, man. Here's a pitch to Williams. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds into the FSU sideline. Sorry, that's going to be Bernard with the carry. Gain of, I think, 4. Minute and a half remaining in the third quarter here, chat. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Come on, no way we're going to slip this. And that ball was tipped. Incomplete. That was Blake Nicholson that got a hand on that. Batted it down. Or deflected it, whatever you want to call that. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Third and long coming up here for Alabama. Florida State need a stop here. I don't know if Alabama would go for it here. In the first half, they were 4 for 8 on third downs. In the second half here, they are 1 for 5 on third down conversions. Simpson looking to throw. He's going deep on the left sideline. Looking for Bernard, and that's going to be thrown way too far. 4th down and 7 now. Wilson was there on the coverage. Minute 4 remaining. See what Alabama elects to do. They're going to go for it. DeBoer's keeping the offense out there. On a 4th and 7. They're at the FSU 28. They're 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions today. Come on, State. Need a big stop here. Really need to stop him here. We'll get the ball going into the 4th quarter. Ty Simpson pressured. He has to flush out of the pocket. He gets it off quickly, and he was looking for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. The ball hit the ground before he caught it. Let's go. Simpson was flushed out of the pocket there. Had to wrap around, go on the left side. Let's take a look again. Dude, that ball so clearly bounces off the turf. Shut the fuck up. Dude, that literally bounces off the ground. How fucking stupid are we? That's a turnover on downs. State gonna get the ball at our own 28. Under a minute remaining in this quarter here. Looking good. I think another score by Florida State will probably do the game in. That's going to be Chroma keeping it on the ground, but he's going to be trucked by Overton, and he's going to lose some yards here. Damn. Went up through the middle, kind of bounced off our own man. And the man that he was blocking found Chroma. Brought him down for a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Last season, Overton had 9 stops, run stops, for a loss. And that's Hill Green stopping our run at the goal line. Gavin Sawchuk couldn't get anything there. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Florida State with the ball when we come back, but this drive isn't looking too promising. We've had success all day running the ball. Alabama's defense may be becoming a little more alert, wise to it now. State's still up by 14. We got this one in the bag, chat. Keep voting in the poll who you got winning today. I still got faith in the team. My chunky. That's why my. Excuse me. I go to my gyms for my protein. To be honest, if you drop your phone in the toilet like that, you kind of deserve it. Oh, look at those narrow. You. Start of the fourth quarter, chat. 3rd and 9 for State. At our own 29, Castellanos pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Staub with the sack on Castellanos. Fuck, man. Really bad drive there for the offense of FSU. Seems like the momentum's sort of shifting in the way of Alabama now on the side of the offense and defense. That brings up 4th and 17. We're going to have to punt to start the fourth here. And Bakwe will call it for the fair catch at about the 35-36. Simpson to Williams, about to gain a 3 on that one. Second and 7. At the 40. Simpson to Cuevas, the lone touchdown scorer of this game. He breaks a tackle. He breaks more and puts men on his back as he brings them all the way down to the 30 of NFSU territory. Fuck. Largest play of the day for Josh Cuevas. Outside of getting the 2-yard touchdown. Broke through the one tackler, carried 2 on his back, then finally went down. That's a 28-yard gain for Cuevas. I got a bad feeling in my gut, chat. Simpson. Screen pass to Daniel Hill. Daniel Hill. He's going to be pushed out of bounds short there. It was a 3-yard gain for Hill. Second and 7. They're keeping it on the ground. Bring him down. That was Riley. Crier's the one that made the stop on that play. Got a couple yards after the contact, though. Don't like that. 3rd and 1. Come on, man. There's no way we slip this. Florida State has not been what we saw in the first half in the second here. Another handoff to Riley, and he's going to get the first down. Well, we got an injured Florida State player on the field. Joseph is down. We're looking at him, but he's down on the ground right now. Joseph looks pretty injured for Florida State. Hopefully he gets back up and we can have him back in the game. I got a bad feeling here, Chad. I don't think we're going to throw the lead. I just think Alabama's drastically going to close it here, and this is going to be much closer than I thought initially coming out of halftime. Chunk. That last run by Riley was 5 yards, by the way, too, Chad, to get the first down. They're inside the red zone right now at the 19. Touchdown, Alabama. Rico Scott, 6-yard reception touchdown to the house. 7 plays and 63 yards. That scoring drive. State starting to feel the pressure now. Scott gets in there. After 13 yards to Bernard. Scott's going to get in. Fuck, man. I'm starting to feel it now. Little Junior was kind of looked like he was a little banged up on that play. Walking off the field now. Joseph ended up getting up off the field as well too. Rico Scott getting his first touchdown of the season for Alabama. 11 minutes remaining in this matchup, chat. Starting to get a little worried now. Not gonna lie. And the extra point for Bama is good. The 7-point game. Florida State is up by 1 touchdown over Alabama. Trying to make it 24 consecutive wins. Game 1 wins. Alabama within 7 over my FSU here. Not looking good. Defense starting to let up. Offense has really let up since the second half. Gotta find an answer. We gotta find an answer, chat. Defense starting to look tired. Alright, kickoff by Alabama's going to be a touchback. Florida State with a 7-point lead here, Chad. 11 minutes remaining in this ball game. Got to get some points on the board, or at least hold Alabama to where they are now on defense. At the 25. Offense has been a little stagnant in the second half here. Hand off to Chroma. He'll get a couple there, the freshman. Things not really going the way of Florida State the second half offensively. 2nd and 7. Sorry, that was Arnold with 3. Castellano's going to keep it on the ground himself and get some good yardage, just shy of a first down. Lawson and Green were there to make the tackle on Castellanos. 3rd and 2. 5 yards for the new FSU quarterback. 3rd and short here. See what Florida State decides to call. Castellanos keeping it on the ground himself, diving forward for the first down. Let's see where they keep him, though. He might be short. Lawson made contact with him. That's going to be short. It's going to be 4th down, FSU. It's going to be 4th and 1. FSU is going to keep it on the ground, Chad. Offense staying out there. 9.5 remaining here in this quarter. State going for it on 4th down and 1. They're going for it, and we're going to get it. Let's go. That's Williams getting the first down and more. Fresh new set of downs for the FSU offense. Let's go. 3-yard run for Roydell Williams, former Alabama Crimson Tide player. Castellanos taking the handoff, looking to throw. He has to get it off quickly and just trailed it out of bounds there before he got hit. Pressured in the pocket at that play. Castellanos selecting to keep it on the ground again. He's going to be dropped fast at the line of scrimmage. That was Jackson with the stop. We got flags down, though. Roughing the passer on Alabama. '23, that was Smith coming in late on Castellanos, so they're going to call a roughing the passer call on him. It was going to be 3rd and very long there for Florida State. Now, because of the penalty from Alabama, it's going to be 1st and 10. That was the 7th penalty for 65 yards for Alabama. Fresh set of downs at midfield now. Gonna keep it, give it to Sawchuk on the ground. And he's gonna be brought down at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Overton was there for the tackle, and that penalty was 15 yards. We got a timeout on the field, as I think they thought an Alabama player was faking an injury to get extra time, and they're going to review that. It's 2nd and 9 when we come back after that 1-yard run by Sawchuk. 8:18 remaining in this game, chat. Can still go anybody's way. Big first down there by Danzy. And Castellanos is going to run with it. Get a good chunk of yards there. Shy of the first down. Make it 2nd. That was a 26-yard run for Micaiah Danzy. Down to the Alabama 20. Now we're going to have a timeout for an injured Alabama player on the ground. That was 6 yards for Castellanos. Down to the Alabama 14 now. It's 2nd and 4, chat. Sorry, I was just looking something up on my PC. I went a little quiet there. Castellanos with 152 yards, 68 on the ground. That's the defensive lineman, Latram, being carried off the field for Alabama here. Looks like an ankle injury, putting very little pressure on it. 2nd and 4 coming up here. After a 6-yard run by Castellanos, they're deep inside the 20 now in Alabama territory. 7.5 remaining in this ball game. State up by a score. Need 4 to convert here. And off the Sawchuck. First down and more. He's fighting for the touchdown. They're pushing him in. He might go all the way. He's right at the goal line. They're calling it a touchdown. Let's go. Gavin Sawchuck from Oklahoma, 14-yard rushing touchdown. 10 plays, 75 yards, that scoring drive. And Florida State is up 2 scores now. Let's go. Sawchuck bringing half of the Alabama defense with him in onto the goal line in the end zone. State is up by 2 again. Let's get some W's in the chat. Anyone? If anyone's still here. No, everyone left. Alabama crowd in Tallahassee here, looking pretty quiet. Ruling on the field is a touchdown, but they're going to review it here. Right now it stands 14 yards for Sawchuck. Look at them. 4, 5, 6, 7 Alabama defenders holding him, trying to tackle and bring him down. All on the field is a touchdown. They're reviewing it. There's a possibility it might be brought back. And it's a touchdown. The call is upheld. Let's go. Alabama's offense, FSU's offense striking again in the second half here when we needed it the most. And the extra point is good. Florida State up 31-17 over Alabama. Looking to take down a top 10 opponent here. $7:17 remaining in this ball game, chat. Feeling a little better now. Feeling a little better. I don't know if Alabama's going to score twice in 7 minutes. Anything could happen, though. This is college ball. In a bitch. That's going to be Hill with a reception through the air for 9 yards. Second down. Simpson looking outside to Cuevas on the sideline. He's going to be incomplete. Third and 1. Under 7 remaining, chat. Florida State looking to pull off the huge upset here in Tallahassee tonight. And that was a very bad play. He was looking for Williams, and it's broken up by the defender. That was Barker. 4th and 1 coming up for Alabama. I think they're going to go for it here, chat. Barker and Williams are right on top of each other there. I don't know why Simpson elected to throw it to him. That was really bad. Dude, it's 4th and 1. If they don't get it here, Alabama is 1 for 3 on 4th down conversions today. Dude, if they don't get it here, they're handing another touchdown to FSU at the 34. Flag clock was counted down to 2, and flags are out on the field now. It's going to be on Alabama. False start on the Crimson Tide. They're going to be backed up here, chat. 5-yard penalty. That one's going to be on Proctor. That's the 8th penalty for Alabama. 70 yards total that they have lost in today's game, chat, because of penalties. 70. It's 4th and 6. They're still going for it. Ty Simpson still in the field, backing up, looking to throw. Huge stop here! Caught by Rico Scott for the first down. Bama needed that one. First down for Scott. First set of downs for Alabama. Simpson looking to throw. He's going to be pressured in the pocket. Almost brought down. He's being rushed out. He's going sideline. He's just going to throw this one away. 2nd down and 10. Let's go. By the way, that last play for Rico Scott was 13 yards. Simpson today, 23 for 41, 254 yards, and he's got 2 touchdowns under his name. Trying to win this game for the Crimson Tide in his first career start. Simpson looking to throw. Flush out of the pocket, throws downfield, and that was almost caught by Williams. We got flagging on at the end of the play here, though. I think it's going to be on FSU. Ryan Williams took a late hit there by one of our DBs. He's on the ground injured, a little slow to get up. Going to be on FSU. We got a targeting call on Florida State here towards Ryan Williams. That was Little Jr. that called the flag on. They're going to review this, but right now they called targeting on Earl Little. Didn't make contact with the helmet of Williams, but he did lead in with the crown. But he didn't make contact with his head. So it'll be interesting what they call here. Williams is still down on the ground. He didn't hit him in the head. He didn't hit him in the head. No, he doesn't. Where? I don't see where his helmet made contact with the Williams helmet. Call overturned. It's no targeting. Yeah. He went in with the shoulder pad, and he didn't make contact with his head, so I don't know what they were going about there. Ryan Williams coming off the field looking a little shaky there. But it is going to be a 3rd down and 10. He didn't make contact with his helmet. Williams being helped off the field. Even though he is an Alabama player, hopefully he doesn't have a concussion. You don't wish anyone to get hurt like that. Simpson in the offense out. 3rd and 10. They're at the Alabama 42. Simpson looking to throw. Pocket collapses, and he's going the other way. He's back at their own 20. He's just throwing this out of bounds now. 4th down now and long. Looks like he was looking for Jalen Hale on that throw. It's going to be incomplete. He had to run all the way in the opposite direction, going back to the 20. They're lined up at the 42. Flushed way out of the pocket. They're 2 and 4 on 4th down conversions today, chat. This is the game right here. This is the game. Under 6 minutes remaining. Simpson gets it off. It's 4th and 10. Florida State needs a big stop here. Flushed out of the pocket. Simpson going right. He's going to get tackled. They got to get him. Somebody fucking hit him. Bro, come the fuck on. Holy fucking shit, he might have gotten that. He's going to be shy. Rolls made the stop there. They're saying Simpson's going to be stopped short. Dude, oh my fucking god, I can't believe how much yardage he got, though. Somebody fucking hit him. Looks like he's going to be about a ball's length short of the 1st down, I hope. Rawls was the one that made contact with him. He's going to be short. He's short. That's a turnover on downs. FSU's going to get the ball back. That's short. He's short. Turnover on downs. Florida State gets the ball back, chat. Let's go. We're going to win. Let's go. Oh, my God. Let's go. Turnover on downs. We get the ball in real good field position in Alabama territory at the 42. 5.5 remaining, chat. Oh, my God. We're close. We're close. I don't want to call it yet, but we're close. Now we're getting a review, again, for where they're just going to spot the ball. I guess this is the second review. I thought we already did it. Yeah, he's short, man. They're still reviewing it. That's going to be the case. Simpson was short. Florida State's going to get the ball at the Alabama 42. Let's go. Start off the season with a huge victory here. I said that backwards. Yeah, and Alabama has 1 timeout left. Florida State with 3, chat. Smart plays here. Smart plays. No turnovers. Sawchuk going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go there. One-yard run there for Sawchuk. 2nd and 9. 87 rush yards today for Alabama. 214 for Florida State, chat. Completely different than what we saw last season from the Seminoles that couldn't run the ball for shit. Couldn't throw for shit either. We couldn't do shit either way. They get it off at the 1. Castellanos going to keep it and run. He's diving up and he's going to get a first down at the 40. First down for Castellanos. That was a 10-yard run for Tommy Gunn. Down to the Alabama 40. 9 for 14, 152 yards. 78 yards on the ground today for the new quarterback at FSU. And the touchdown on the ground. First down, under 5 minutes, 4 to go in the game, chat. They're going to keep it on the ground with Holmes. Gain of 2 or 3 there. Isaiah Holmes going to get 3. Alabama has won 23 season openers in a row, chat. Florida State looking to end that streak today. We got to be ranked after this win. We got to be ranked. 3.5 remaining in the game. Alabama fans looking distraught right now. I think this is going to be to Lucas. Gonna lose a yard there. Oh, no, maybe get one. It's going to be 3rd and 9 after that run. That was Danzy for the loss of 2. My mistake. Brought back. 3rd and 9 here. 378 total yards so far for the Seminoles. 226 rushing yards. And they're going to keep it on the ground again to Lucas. He's going to run right. He's going to dance up the sideline, turn on the Jets, and maybe get a first down. Oh, if not, it's going to be very close. It's going to be 4th and inches if they mark him out of bounds. This is going to count the clock down to the 2-minute warning. They're going to get a free timeout after that play. Alabama got 1 timeout, and they called it. That was an 8-yard run for Lucas. And Alabama called their last timeout. There's 2:20 on the clock remaining. Alabama used their last timeout. They had an Alabama fan just give the fucking finger to the mic zooming, to the camera zooming in on him. That's hilarious. That'll be on Twitter later today. That was so funny. The look on homie's face and the fucking finger. Oh, that's funny. He's probably going to go viral. It is 4th and 1 shot. Lucas didn't get the first down. 2:20 remaining. They're going to keep the offense on the field. We're at the Alabama 39. Even with the field goal here, we're up 3. With a pitch to Lucas in the backfield, he's going to wrap around. He's going to get the first down. First down for Jalen Lucas. And the Seminoles, they're going to win this game. 2-minute warning coming up, chat. All he needed was 3 yards. That's what he got. Needed 1 yard, sorry, got 3. 2-minute timeout, chat. Florida State with a fresh set of downs when we come back at the 31. Oh, it's beautiful. We're going to take down a top 25 AP opponent, ending their 23 season opener win streak. Let's go. Let's go. Holy fuck, I'm hungry. I'm gonna have to fucking get something to eat soon. Feeling like a fucking piggy. Think we found our quarterback, chat, and Tommy Gun Castellanos from Boston College. Drastic improvement from the looks of it from what we had last season in DJ Uvyangale. And Castellanos is going to take a knee. Florida State. There's no more timeouts for Alabama. I think we'll have enough knees to take that it'll count it right down that we should end the game with the ball. Either that or I'm tripping. We're just going to drain this clock, and the Seminoles are going to take down a top 10 opponent in Alabama at number 8. Let's go! With that knee, 2nd and 12. Just going to count this clock down. And another knee. Florida State with more total yards. Passing yards still over to the side of Ty Simpson in Alabama. He did not have a terrible game himself today, but there was a couple real big mistakes that Alabama made on both sides of the ball. Dominating them on the rushing ground today. Only 87 for Bama, 234 for Florida State. First downs were equivalent. Penalties hurt Bama today too. They had 8 for 70 yards. This is going to be the last knee for Florida State. If we come away with the victory, chat, let's go! And now the fans are going to storm the field. Let's go! 31-17, State takes down Alabama. Arguably, you could make the argument that Alabama is the hardest team that we had on our schedule this whole season, and we just took them down. Fans in Tallahassee and Florida State are storming the field right now, going crazy. Castellanos had a really good game today on the ground. Through the air, it could have been a teeny bit better. Couple mistakes through FSU through the air as well. But we earned this victory after getting snubbed 2 years ago, only losing 63-3 in the Orange Bowl, getting 2 victories all of last season, getting smacked around like a couple of fucking bitches. We come away with the victory today. Let's go. Hopefully things are better this season, chat. Fans are still storming the field, chat. It's going to be full by the time all those kids get down there on the field. Oh, I'm feeling good. Arguably the hardest opponent we had on our schedule this season. Let's go. Florida State has definitely found their new quarterback in Tommy Gunn Castellanos. That's amazing. Check the rest of our schedule. I think Alabama was the hardest team we've had on our entire schedule. Miami's at number 10. Oh, there is Clemson. We do have to play Clemson later on in the season in November. A lot of time to go till then there. I would say without a doubt, yeah, Alabama on our schedule this season was the toughest team on our schedule. And we beat them, so hopefully that means bright things to come in the future of the season. And the 23 season opener win streak for Alabama is over as well, chat. Florida State put an end to that. The crowd, the stadium is officially full with fans on the field. Amazing. Stunning Alabama. I know, kitty. Let's go. Okay, kitty. Here we go, chat. Very, very big win today for my Seminoles. I'll run through some stats with you guys, and then I'm going to get out of here. I may be live for Hawaii and Arizona later tonight. Maybe I'll see how I'm feeling and what's going on. Ty Simpson finishes the game with... Stats aren't updated. 23 for 42, so not terrible. 254 yards and 2 touchdowns in the air. Their leading rusher, Kevin Riley, with 5 carries, 31 yards. Leading receiver by far was Jeremy Bernard. He had 146 yards. To put that up in comparison, their leading receiver, tight end, and Josh Cuevas with 31, but he did get a touchdown, and Rico Scott got a touchdown today for Alabama as well. To the side of Florida State, not as impressive through the air today. Florida State elected to run the ball much more today than throw the ball. Still not terrible for Tommy Gunn Castellanos, though. 9 for 14, very good. 152 yards. He was also the leading rusher today with 19 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown on the ground for Florida State. Micaiah Danzy had a really big day today with only 3 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown. Gavin Sawchuk with 28 yards and the touchdown, and Keziah Holmes only 2 carries, but the run was a 4-yard rushing touchdown, and he got a touchdown as well. Our leading receiver Jalen Lucas was 66. Marcarius White not far behind with 40. Like I said, Florida State dominating total yards today, 382 to 341. Ty Simpson did have more yards in the air today to Castellanos, 254 to 152. We did smack Alabama on the ground today, 230 rushing yards, chat, compared to 87 for Alabama. Our defense did not just give them a hole to run through today. 20 first downs for both teams, 6 for 17 third down efficiency to 5 to 12. So not terrible for both teams by any means. 2 for 2 on fourth down for Florida State. 71 total plays to 63. Each team had to punt the ball away 3 times. 4 penalties for State for 40 yards total. 8 for Alabama, added up to 70 yards total, which is really, really not good and uncharacteristic from what we've seen from the Crimson Tide in past years. But being under a new head coach now on the last 2 years, the discipline of that team will probably change up a little bit. Florida State did lose 1 fumble, no interceptions thrown, and the time of possession was about equal. Only 1 minute between the two. Chat, Florida State with a massive, massive victory today. Everyone in the college football world is going to be talking about it. That is all from me today, though. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I might go live for Hawaii and Arizona tonight. I might. It's not a guaranteed, but I might. So if I do, I will see some of you there. And if not, I'll see you next week for some streams I got lined up. But until then, thank you all for joining. FSU with a massive victory tonight. I'm super hyped, chat. We'll be sleeping well. And I hope you all have a safe and good night. And I'll catch you all on the next stream. Peace out, chat. Let's go, Seminoles. Big victory today. Big victory.